Okay. And that echoes. You can hear that all out there. That's weird. Okay. So here's what we're dealing with. This is a very large bridge. We've got... Boy, the sun's come out really well now. It's looking good. So if you go back, if you look back this way, you can see the road there. And I'm not too worried about cars looking for a split second and seeing me parked down here. I've got more houses back over this way. If you can see behind me there. And they're not going to see me over here regardless. So as long as I keep my truck tucked in here, nobody's going to see me from the road. Now, if somebody saw me pull in and they, want, then I'm going to stay down here for a while before I really get too comfortable, just to make sure that, nobody's going to bother me or try to kick me out. The first thing that I want to do is I want to reposition my truck so that it's a little bit closer to over here, because what I've got over here. Okay, so I've got a lot of my gear over here for camping tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have a fire. If I did, right over in this position would be the perfect place. All over here, this is private property, and on the other side is also private property, and this is just city, county property, whatever, just the bridge. So I don't see, all I really see is just people, maybe coming down here and dumping brush. There's a little bit of trash, but nothing that would lead me to believe that there's any kind of homeless camp down here or anything like that. I think I'm good with that regard. Well, I think I got everything worked out. I'm gonna start boiling some water because I've got some corn on the cob tonight. I've got some potatoes, onions, and peppers that were from my garden. Pontiac red potatoes, onions, and peppers mixed together. I've already cooked them, and then I freeze them. I kind of par cook them and then I freeze them, seal them in my sealer, and then I use them whenever I want. So I'm going to boil some water for some corn. Put some water in there. Okay. Gonna put the corn in. There we go. Got the wood stove going. Okay, so I can keep the smoke from giving us away. That'll be great. I got the potatoes cooking over here. I got the corn in over there. And after all that's done, I have a hometown favorite. I grew up in upstate New York, and one of the best things that we used to eat up there all the time were chicken Speedies. So I've got some chicken Speedies. I just have to locate them. It's roaring too much. So these potatoes. All you do is you cut up the potatoes, you throw in your onions and your peppers, and you put in some olive oil and some good seasons Italian dressing powder, and you shake them up, and they're terrific. You bake them in the oven. All right, time for another beer. It's another IPA I pulled out of there. So, I am not a huge fan of IPAs. Let me just tell you that right off the bat. But they're starting to grow on me. Oh, okay, so that is, let me show you that. That is a Wicked Weed pernicious. It's a pernicious India Pale Ale, whatever that means. So it's good. It's got good. So we got the food cooking pretty good. Potatoes and a little bit of the speedy chicken, and then I've got the skewers over here. So if you remember what we're looking at here. So those are chicken speedies on a twig stove. How about that, huh? Looking good. And I only brought 2 skewers with me, so any of the extra chicken goes over here in the potatoes. And we'll mix that up. Make sure that chicken is cooked good. It's looking good. I'm gonna turn these, and I hopefully won't drop them. Good Lord, don't drop them. So, got beer number 3 here. I know, you're wondering, how am I drinking these so fast? I don't know. This is, oh hell, I can't even pronounce that. The Jai Alai India Pale Ale. Yeah, you know, for a guy who doesn't like India Pale Ales, I sure do drink a lot of them. All right. I got my chicken speedy sub. I got my corn on the cob. And I've got my potatoes, peppers, and onions from my garden fresh. Boy. And that's mixed in with some of the chicken that I could not fit on the skewer. Butter on there too, boy. I got butter on there. Yeah, there's butter in the roll. Oh man. So guys, let me show you my, I haven't showed you my sleep setup for tonight. I set up my shelter over here against my truck. It's a plow point, and it's first time doing a plow point shelter, so bear with me. And I'll give you a peek in here. I've got my cot set up. Got my cot set up with the sleeping bag right on the dirt there with a Trekology pillow. So I should be good for tonight. Oh, here comes the train. Here it comes. Get ready. There it is. Yeah. All right. All right, how's that? I need to show off my neck fat that much? Hopefully not. Okay. Testing, testing. Hopefully it's not showing my neck fat. Thank you. Well, I forgot I had a dessert. My wife bought me a brownie from Panera Bread. And she knows that I absolutely love Panera Bread brownies. So I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna finish my brownie, just clean up around here, and I'm gonna hit the sack and see what happens. And if I don't have anything interesting to film, I'll see you guys the next time I see you will be in the morning. Thanks, and have a good night.
Good morning, everybody. By all accounts, a successful night, sleeping under a big bridge. You know, the bridge is high enough to where the cars weren't really that noisy. There was a train that came by, 1 or 2 in the morning. Some animal noises, nothing close to the tarp or whatnot. So this is an unusual setup. It's an open system. It's not, I'm not in a tent, and I'm not in a hammock with a tarp right over the hammock. So there's very open here. Anything probably could have, if it wanted to, come in and mess with me. I did put all of my trash and all of my pots and pans and whatnot in the back of the truck and closed it up, so there was nothing out here to attract any animals. But I didn't hear really much of anything that I thought would have gotten close to me. So if somebody's wanting to do something like this, I would say go and check out the venue as many times as possible before you do something like this. I know this area pretty well. There is and I didn't get a chance to show you guys yesterday because the way down there was a little bit treacherous, very muddy, and I have a walking stick that could have helped me get down there. I could have gotten down there. I did bring some waders, but there's a creek right down here that I've fished in before, just right by the railroad tracks. There's a nice little creek, and I was going to go down there and show you guys yesterday, but it wouldn't have been feasible, so maybe another time. But so I've been here quite a few times checking the place out, but I've never camped here, so this was the first time for camping here. And each time I've come down here, it didn't really look like there was anything changed. No trash. Like I said before, it didn't seem like any kind of homeless camps were around here, so everything seemed fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let the sun come up or come around and take my time getting packed up. I don't know if I brought coffee with me. I did bring my coffee press, but I don't think I brought any coffee. So I'm only 1.5 miles from my house, so I'll probably just pack up and get home and get some coffee. So, but I'll see you in a few minutes. So pretty much getting finished here. It's a little after 6 in the morning. Got all my gear packed up here, back of the Bronco. I'm going to take you down here to this, go check out this area down here real quick. So down here
is this creek I was telling you about. It's very calm. Now when it gets high, it rages pretty good, but I don't know if you can see that back in there. Nice little creek. Now I've fished in there before, and I've waded back there, but the way down there is really muddy and slippery, so I decided not to do it. I didn't want to risk falling, so but that's all good. Maybe next time. Folks, I think that's it for this inaugural video of Camping with Jame fame. Again, my name's Jamie. If you wouldn't mind, hit the subscribe button. Everybody needs love. I could use your support. Thank you very much. Until the next video, love and light, everybody. Love and light. Thanks. I'll see you next time.